So those of you who've watched my videos, my most previous, I don't even know what I say most of the time. The video that I filmed where I was telling you how 2020 was, another thing that I didn't mention about 2020 was the fact that I was chilling in just 2 hoodies, okay? One of them is a hoodie that says Dhal, which is by my friend at Nakro Approved. Their username will be somewhere on the screen. The second hoodie that I've been wearing and I've been constantly chilling in is this one. Okay, now this is by thefeminist.com and it says, well-behaved women don't make history. And I absolutely love this hoodie. Aside from the fact that it's very, very, very comfortable, it's also something that's female empowering. It's by a small business called feminist.com where they sell all sorts of encouraging, creative products, and 50% of those proceeds go to charity, okay? I think it's 50% of the profits that go to charity, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what the cause is. It's amazing how wonderful their products are, and I love them. Like I enjoy them so much. I love wearing this hoodie and I feel like getting more, but I've got to control myself. So now that we've spoken about my favorite hoodie, let's get into the video. It's time for crazy time. Okay, not crazy time, healing time? I don't know. The two things that we kind of narrowed it down to, the 2 names, one was Real Talk with Ruby and the other was Healing with Ruby. Now you guys tell me which one out of these 2 you like. I'm going to do a poll and you can comment down there. You can comment down below, let me know which one you prefer. I'm also going to do a poll on my Instagram and just let me know like which name you think. But for now I'm just gonna say it's time for crazy time with Ruby. It should have gone crazy, hopefully, with the exceptional editing that I'm getting done by my exceptional editor. Shout out to you. I'm not going to say your name because you're secret. You're super mysterious and secret, and I don't want people to know who you are because then they're going to take you away from me and I can't handle that. Whew. Let's move on. I feel like in these videos, right, I ramble on so much in the beginning, but I really, really enjoy doing it. Like, it makes me so happy. So I'm going to continue rambling on before we get into the video. And what I'm going to say is, if you really, really love me and you appreciate me and you want to send me some love, please subscribe down below. I'm going to love you forever and ever and ever. And also, I'm not just going to love you, I'm also going to give you a gift. So if you subscribe down below, send me an email and I will send you 2 very, very special gifts. To be honest, by this time, there will probably be 3 or 4 very, very special gifts because those gifts are going out to my newsletter every week. So if you subscribe, I'm going to restart. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will send you 3 beautiful gifts. So let me know. So let's get into the video. Let's talk about today's topic, everyone. Let's go into it. 8 ways to be productive in 2021. Tune in the transition. Oh yeah. Can I have some clapping? Can I have an applause? Wonderful. So obviously the start of the year hasn't been too great here in the UK because we are in a lockdown, and no matter what though, I don't care what COVID has to say and I don't care what Boris has to say, because I'm going to make 2021 the best year of my entire life. And I've already started this, so I thought let me share some exceptional productivity rules because it's been hard, you know, it's been hard. We've spoken about this before. We've spoken about how difficult December was for me, and I'm sure it was for a lot of you as well. So I just wanted to make sure that 2021 isn't as bad as 2020. And even though, you know, it is unpredictable, we don't know what's going to happen, at least we can plan to be our best selves. What I'm going to ignore is the fact that the sun keeps shining on my face and then disappearing and then shining again. I'm just going to take it as a blessing from God that, Ruby, I am happy with what you're doing right now and I am blinding you at this particular point. So the first way to be productive in 2021 is to follow the Pareto principle. It's the 80-20 principle. I didn't know about this principle until I read Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Workweek. If you haven't read it yet, I really recommend that you should because it is incredible. And I thought it was some sort of like tricky math equation, and I'm not great at math at all. Like, I suck at maths, and that's one of the many other things, one of the many, many things that I suck at. But let's not go into that right now because it's a sensitive topic and I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so this particular equation, not equation because I just said it's a principle and it's not an equation. This particular principle I came across in Tim Ferriss's book, and it's not an equation, it's not complicated, it doesn't really use, when they explain it to you, they explain it in a very simplistic way, so even the dumbest of person, i.e. me, can understand it. So the 80-20 rule is a very, very important tool for time management. What it says is that 20% of your work accounts for 80% of your results. Let me repeat, 20% of your work accounts for 80% of your results. Can we just talk about the glow that the sun is giving me right now? Like, I just can't even. Look at the glow. Look at the glow. I'm going to have to film this video tomorrow because I feel like the sun is a bit too much. Sorry, I'm going to have to film this video tomorrow because I feel like the sun is a bit too much. But we're going to go into the 80-20 rule tomorrow, so hang in there, okay? We will be here tomorrow, sharp, 9 o'clock. I'll see you. Goodbye. See ya. Laters. So I decided against it. I might as well just film today. Okay, so 80-20 rule. 20% of your actions, 80% of your results. What am I talking about? What kind of equation is this? How gibberish? How confusing, sounds like gibberish. What is this? So the idea is that if you have a list of things to do, you've got 10 things in your list, do 20% of those things that are going to produce the most amount of results. Okay, so focus on those 20% first. Don't do the rest of the 80%, which you know that are not gonna give you more results, then they're probably going to amount to the same that those 20% can, so focus on those 20%. The second way to be productive in 2021 is to plan your day in advance. I cannot recommend this enough. Like, I can't highlight how important this is. I have 2 diaries, okay? One of them is a weekly diary, which accounts for my whole week in advance, and one of them is a daily diary, which tells me what I need to do every single day, okay? And I follow these lists to the T. Like, if I can't do something on that one day, I add it to the next day to make sure that I get it completed in the next day. Of course, when I wasn't being very productive back in December, last year, like 2020 December, so long ago, when I wasn't being productive, I decided to scrap those books, and that's probably one of the reasons why I wasn't being very productive, kind of like a chain reaction. But yeah, so now I've gone back to my lists, I've gone back to my diaries, and it's so important to make sure that you plan your day in advance. If you can, try to do it to the T. Try to do it to how long you need to do a particular thing. At 10 a.m. you're going to have, coffee. At 12 p.m. you're going to have lunch. You do that when you're at school. You have all your lessons planned out, so you need to make sure that you do the same with your day. Some of the most highly productive people in the world do this. They plan their day way in advance. The third way to be productive in 2021 is to use your productivity window. Now, lots of people will tell you wake up super early and work hard. A lot of people will tell you to, work hard in the evening when everyone's asleep. I can't tell you when you're going to be most productive. However, yes, I can recommend that you need to wake up early. Like, waking up early is just generally good practice for your body. It's good practice for your mind. If you are a night owl and you can only work at night, I understand that. So your life will be a lot different to the rest of us. But 70% of the population are productive during the day. Okay, so if you're productive during the day, make sure that you wake up early. Although this is not a wake up early way of being productive, it's a use your productivity window. So use your initiative. Try to think about what it is when you are most productive. When during the day are you the most productive? For me, I think I'm the most productive in the day, and then I take a break. I think I'm the most productive in the morning, and then after I take a break, like I go to the gym or something, and then I come back and then I'm productive again. So I am productive in little short periods of time, like 2-hour slots. That's when I'm productive. I'm not productive when I'm working from the morning to the evening. That's just not something that works with me. So I would say be intuitive. Think about when you're most productive. Think about what works for you and kind of follow that. Again, the sun has joined us and the sun is shining me with its golden dewy light. But I'm going to continue because I have a video to film and I should close my windows, but it's just not going to work. Anyway, so the fourth way to be productive is to set a timer. Now, this is so important. A lot of people set a timer on their phone for like 25 to 30 minutes where they are able to just focus. So they put a timer on their phone for 30 minutes, and in those 30 minutes they need to get a certain amount of work done, and then when the timer's up they give themselves a break and they're like, okay, you know what, I've done work for 30 minutes, I'm gonna go take a walk now. I have the biggest problem when it comes to stuff like this because I always get distracted with technology. I am always distracted. So every 10 minutes I need to look at my phone. Every, 5 minutes I need to go downstairs to the fridge and find some food. Hence the chubby cheeks. And yeah, so I do get distracted. It's very bad. So setting a timer on your phone I think is really, really good practice. Setting a timer on your alarm clock, wherever you can set a timer, it's really good practice because it kind of slots your productivity windows so that you know that once that time is up, you can go on a walk, you can go downstairs, you can have a cookie, you can check your messages, you can do whatever because you've worked hard for 30 minutes. The fifth way to be productive in 2021 is to tackle the most important task first. There's this expression called eat the frog first, which sounds very disgusting, to be honest, but the idea behind this is that if you tackle the hardest thing that you're supposed to do in the day first, everything else just becomes easier and then you're more motivated to do it. So if in your day you had like a list of things to do and the hardest thing is right at the bottom, you're going to try and put that off as much as you can. So you're going to do everything else very slowly. But when you do that hard thing first, then the rest of your day is just going to go so much more smoother because you've done the thing that you dreaded the most first and you got it out of the way. So eat your frog, add some spices if it doesn't taste good, but eat that baby good and well. Take a burp before you move on. That's what I'm going to say. I feel like I've become so excited in this video that I just keep talking really, really fast. And when I talk really, really fast, it's because I'm really passionate about what I'm talking about. So I guess I just wanted to say that I'm really passionate about what I'm talking about, but I'm talking really fast. Please excuse me. The sixth way to be productive in 2021 is to do the one thing that we have stereotypically associated with women for so long, and that is don't multitask. Please carry out one task at a time. Now, even though stereotypically it's said that women can multitask, I will tell you very clearly that when it comes to doing things such as things that require mental why don't I ever think before I talk? Things that require your energy, things that require your mental capacities, you should always do one task at a time. You should not focus on two tasks at the same time because you will not be able to give your 100% to both of those tasks together. So I would say focus on A, get A done, and then focus on B. Now, if you've done A, but you're still waiting for something in result to A, then you can do B. But if you're doing A, do not open up another screen and do B. Please don't. Please do not do that. Just A, B, C. You've been taught in school, okay? It's A, B, C. It's not A, B, A, B, A, B, and it's not B, 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 B. It's just A, B, C. What am I saying anymore? I don't even know, seriously. You get the point, okay? Just focus on one task at a time. It's not that hard. Let me explain it simply, okay? You have to do the dishes, you need to do the laundry, you need to do the vacuuming, you need to do the dusting, okay? You're not gonna, vacuum with one hand and dust with the other. If you are, you're a bit of a weirdo, okay? You're gonna vacuum, you're gonna dust first, then you're gonna vacuum, you're gonna do your laundry, and then after that, you're gonna wash the dishes. You're not gonna do all of it at the same time. So why would you try and do all your tasks at the same time either? Why would you do that? Just don't. The seventh way to be productive in 2021 is one of my least favorite things in the world because even though I say it to you all so much, I think it's because I'm internally saying it to myself. And you know how I was saying that I need this advice more than anything? I was saying in my previous video how I'm giving you all advice on how to make 2021 the best year ever. It's because I'm trying to tell myself indirectly, Ruby, you're screwing up. So just make 2021 the best year ever. And waking up was something that I had to include in my list because I refused to accept it. And I need to because it's the truth. Waking up early is the seventh way of being productive. The most productive people in the entire world start their day before the rest of the world does. It's just how it is. We can try to refute it. We can say, no, that's not the case. It's about, what if you wake up and you're not awake, you're tired, we'll just sleep earlier, isn't it? It's not that hard. But obviously a lot of people have insomnia and stuff, so they'll be like, oh yeah, but I've got insomnia, da, 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 da. Well, find a solution, but wake up early. I'm not directing this at you, I'm just focusing, I'm telling myself because I make all these excuses up. I tell myself this, oh, I can't wake up early because of X, Y, and Z, I can't wake up early because of this, but I really just need to tell myself, Ruby, just get the hell up, stop being so lazy. So wake up earlier, wake up earlier. Like, that is one of the key things. Everything else will fall into place if you just wake up early. When I say early, I mean early. I do not mean like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. I mean like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. Just wake up early. It's not that, well, it is quite hard because I've not been able to do it. But we're in this together, okay? The most productive people are able to wake up earlier because that just allows them to get the most out of their day. Not only are they able to wake up earlier, do their morning routine, whether it's meditation, whether it's just drinking coffee, looking out into the sun, yoga, whatever it is, then they're able to go and do some work. They have more time to spend with their family as well. Like, how many of you had made excuses of spending time with your family because you've been so busy with work? Well, if you just woke up a little earlier, you'd be able to make time for both things. So waking up early has so many virtues. If you want an overall incredible life where you're really, really happy and you feel like you have enough time for your family, enough time for leisure, enough time to work on yourself, and enough time to work on your goals, just wake up earlier because you will have more than enough time to do all of those things. The 8th way to be productive in 2021 is one that isn't directly productivity related, but it is very important, and that is be prepared for surprises. Now, the year 2020 was one that none of us expected. Like, we would have never expected a pandemic to hit us and take control over so many of our goals that we wanted. I know for a fact that there were so many things I wanted from the previous year which I wasn't able to achieve, whether it was holidays, whether it was, you know, writing, whatever it was. There were so many regrets that I had by the end of the year. But then I did achieve other things in the year. I did, you know, I grew in so many ways. I had other achievements, and I think coming out of that year grateful for everything that we had was one that was very, very important. But what lesson did we learn from it? The biggest lesson as a productive person that you can learn from something like that is to be prepared that things won't go according to plan. So how can you tackle them? Essentially, even the most productive people cannot control how life will treat them. They can't control what's going to happen tomorrow. They can't control whether something in their life, like some big event, is going to happen, which is going to throw everything under the, I don't know what the expression is, to be honest, under the truck, under the train, I don't know. Okay, so Ruby, control and focus. The most productive people don't know what's going to happen next. So how do we deal with it? Well, the one thing that we tell ourselves is, I can prepare my week in advance, I can prepare my day in advance, I can prepare the year in advance, but I just need to be ready for surprises. I need to accept that sometimes life will not go according to how I want it to, and that's okay. I may not be as productive as I had initially planned, okay? Because life has thrown everything that I have under the bus. That was the expression. Under the bus. Everything that I had planned, life has thrown under the bus, and I just have to make the most of it. Productive people don't see everything as happening to them. They take some responsibility as well. So when it comes to experiences like COVID and stuff, yes, it wasn't our fault. It wasn't something that we had planned. So as a productive person, when you see COVID and when you see the way that life is going right now and whatever surprises and obstacles we're going to have in the future, you're going to tell yourself, look, I know that this is not something that I'd planned, and I know that I'm not being as productive as I could, but I'm going to take ownership of what I can do in light of everything, and I'm going to take responsibility of my life and my goals. And bearing in mind that everything that's happening is not what I wanted, I'm going to try and make the most of it in whichever way I can, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it if things don't go according to how I want them. But I'm not going to see myself as a product of my circumstances either. I'm going to own my circumstances, and that's how the most productive people think. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I know that the sun made an appearance here and there. I'm really, really sorry. It was just giving me a natural bronzer, that's what it is. But I hope that you really, really enjoyed this video. I hope that you got something out of it. These videos are as much for me as they are for you, because I benefit so much from them as well. I take so much from these videos, and the sun is literally telling me, Ruby, get off this video. Oh God. If you liked this video, please like, comment and subscribe. Please share down below and let me know what you thought, and I will see you all next week. I really hope that you benefit from all of this advice that I'm sharing with you, and I just hope that you get everything that you needed from it. I love you all so much, and I'm sending you all so much love, hugs and kisses. What is up with my brightness? I don't even know anymore.